Hey guys, it's JD out here on the Homestead, the Homestead Gamer. Jason's about to come help me here in just a minute. And today we got our four-wheeler out and I'm going to drag the road. I'm going to be doing another video on how I prepare the road and keep it good and all that kind of stuff. We actually built this road before we started doing YouTube stuff. I'm making videos. This road was kind of in here that goes up to the front gate, and then whenever we harvested timber, they use this with they kind of helped us out with it because they wanted to get their logging trucks in here, and this field is where they harvested timber. But all the rest of the way up to the house, they kind of made a path for me, got rid of the trees, but that's about it. So this was actually all wood stacked up like 4 feet tall, just limbs and branches and trash pieces, and I pushed some of them into the ditch. Most of them decayed down, composted down into soil, and so I'd let it sit there for a few months, and then I'd push it over with the box blade, and just kind of got the box blade and pushed it off to a side and kind of made a path, and then made piles, and then kind of spread the piles. And we're actually gonna probably put a in-ground garden here at the end of the year, beginning of next year, something like that. I say at the end of the year. The winter garden we might put some stuff there just to see, or we might put we might not. We might put a high tunnel. We haven't really decided yet, but once the gravel's somewhat here, and I drug some trash onto it, which will be fine, it'll break down, and we're about to smooth it out. But one of the first things I got when I started this was I had the four-wheeler. When I bought the land, I bought the four-wheeler from the real estate agent. We like it. The suspension's good. It's got plenty of power. It's got four-wheel drive. It's a good four-wheeler. It came with the basket on the back, which we obviously use with ratchet straps and chains and ropes. But I got this drag harrow. The drag harrow came from Tractor Supply, and they're not that expensive. It's kind of looks like the thing they use at baseball fields, and it just goes over the trailer hitch. So we just hook this joker up, toss it over, and the road's not too bad right now, but it basically just takes all the rocks and churns them and flattens out the humps and kind of distributes them more evenly. It will take this stuff out here and kind of flatten it out. So we're gonna drag this up and down the road. I usually do this after I box blade, because once you box blade the road, you end up with little mounds. They're not real big. I don't know if you can even see them in the video, or if you're not used to looking at it, but technically, like right in here, there's a little extra gravel that came through. So when I drag the drag harrow over it, it'll be smooth, and it just looks really good. Like that clod of dirt, it'll break that up and kind of disperse it. And of course, it's actually going to rain this afternoon. When it rains, that dirt will wash down, and as we drive over it, the rocks will resettle back down into the dirt, and it gives me a really good base just by staying on top of it. So we're gonna run up and down the road with this thing. It's gonna rain today, so I figured we would get the road good. Hopefully that'll help with the drainage later, before we go inside and play some video games with Jace Man. All right guys, here's the same road that I was just on. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but it's much smoother. And it kind of kicks the rocks up. It looks good. But man, is it a beautiful day. Hopefully this video was helpful and you guys can learn something from it, or at least see how we do what we do. It's kind of a trick because it makes it look so much better. So you guys, hope you enjoyed. If you want to subscribe, go ahead. If you want to give me a thumbs up, and if you guys have any ideas of stuff you'd like to see around here, let me know in the comments and we'll reply back. Thanks. Have a great day. Well, as I was hosing off the four-wheeler, just because, you know, a four-wheeler's meant to be dirty, but I figured I would make it a little bit lighter. I figured I should tell you guys why there's a huge stick in the front. The huge stick in the front is so that when we're driving around the farm, especially in the fall, down all of our trails and stuff, the stick catches the spider webs instead of your face. So yeah, I could replace it with like an actual piece of wood, a fence post or something. Yeah, I could probably replace it with a PVC pipe or spray paint something black, but you know, it works. So it's just bungeed on the front, but that's what that's for. First time I saw somebody do that, I was like, what in the world? Is that like a safety stick or something? No, it's to keep spider webs from hitting you in the face. So that's what that's about.